Good night, guys. Below I share 4 stories. Yeah. The first story is titled The Road North is Hills. He was on vacation and planned to go on to Melbury Church in the south of England. When I arrived in Melbury, I was 2 in the afternoon. I saw and seen that side Church Street, and, and I decided to find a place to stay. I decided to start in that town whose owner was Dead Burrows. When I was looking for the church, I ran into a lady with long grey hairs. I showed him the book to help me find the church since it was lost. She looked at the witch, her blue eyes, and invited to enter her house. I agreed to enter. Everything was dark, and when I turned in of the light, I was amazed to see that it was a children's room. In the rooms was a large photography with hills filled, some trees, and great gates. When asked the lady where for church, and she gave me a map so I could get to the church. I went quickly to the place so I could get to town for dinners. Upon reaching the localization, noticed that I was the same on the photography and the lady's house. I returned to the village of 7 Mr. Teeth received me in the friendly words. I told him about my adventure searching for the church, and they replied that I not the first person not to find the church, since the train that I was going was not called church street, only that sometimes always converted the first 3 letters. I asked him if the person who converted the letter was the lady, and he answered yes, but I wonder if the lady gave me a map. Tell to me that the address the lady gave me belonged to the location on the whole Rhines line. They showed me a claim for a newspaper. Its date was August 30 on 1958. Under the date where there was in large watch letters. Fatal rain incidents. In addition, on the photo read the same on the ladies, but which a vehicle in very bad conditions. Simply side, a young man named Lawrence Wargrave was killed by a train just outside Melrose. Maria Wargrave, the boy's mother, was injured in the accident. She is now in the hospital. We were under the speak on her but Mr. Charles Willis Networks, who saw the accident, told our representative that happening. The accident happening when the lady crossed the road tracks with the cars. It stopped in the middle of the road, and the lady came out to push him. The train was going to full speed and ran over her and the car. The next morning, I went home to visit the church. I married in the splendor, while listening to the piano play, forgetting the sad story, and Mary Gervais and their son. The next morning, I remember the accident while looking in the photographies on the children, so I decided to say good, goodbye on the lady. When I was in her house, I saw that the door was opening and decided to enter and noticed several photographs with the children of different age on horse ones. On the store by her 2 children tried to look for the church, and the ladies get on the same address and me, which they arrived on the place. The lady worked for the trees and took a picture with him to remember he decided soon. Found the lady sleeping in the garden. While we did no one hear with her. Remember that she loved the sea. She tried to take her son there one summer day. 40 years ago, I lent her a picture and of a day on the beach. I lived that place painting very about myself. The second story is titled Forest Music. Warm afternoon, Larry and Jones Adams were sitting in the courtyard on the senior forest hotels. In a man was playing the piano. His name was Lal and was the owner. Prince Larry was not happy because we wanted to marry and trigger and hand in his head hit and common demonstration his superiority to the French Ralph who died at Conrad Hampton. He prepared American music. His wife June recommended that no marry animals. The best draw comes the imaginations. Larry spoke out loud in a calling that music to Mr. Ladd. He is forest music. He repeated that is because on the music that scared tigers, and that is his why he, he was not being able to hunt things. Larry repeated that is not the music that scared. When good the weapons that is puns sense the animals have the strength for survival and that the forest protects them. And that anyone who kills the forest will avenge because he has already killed many hunters. Larry it sounds I don't believe him but he was nervous about Lal history and look. June apologized for the husband, attributes towards Mr. Land, and give him his drawings. Land thanking him and Marbury and this drawing. June told her that she would like her husband to stop hunting animals to but that is impossible. As where nothing is improbable. They entered the hotel together and said goodbye. Will June sleep peaceful? Larry has constant nightmares and was unable to sleep. Larry listened to the sound on the forest outlet in his room and called loud words. The forest came to terrible things to anyone who kills it. Then he felt something moved through the windows and realized that these their shadows on wild animals attacking. Closed his eyes, but I was no use to keep imagination that the animals attacked him through the heat in the bathroom. The morning, Jones said goodbye to Mr. Lal, said that liked his place very much, but he had to let that her husband left very early, that she no longer saw hunting animals and that she is happy for that thanks wish for his help. Lal told him that he didn't not do alone but his help since in drawings next to the lamps placed in the trees reflected the shadows in the drawings, the saber in husband to hold him while smiling. The third story is titled The Detective. Peter was proud to be a detective. He worked in the supermarket and as a store detective, catching the people who tried to steal and items from the supermarket. On Monday, at work, he did not find anything new. He took his lunch break and did not find any inconvenience in his selection and decided to go and watch the CDs and cassettes selection to see and find any news. So he went saw and the selection on the supermarket until and he saw an older man with a large hood. Peter imagined that he is trying planning to steal a bottle. He went to watch the old man until a woman stood in front of the old man and converted him. Peter looked for another place where he could watch the old man, but he didn't not find a until he saw that the woman was trying to hang a package in his coat. Peter got excited and forgot about the old maid. He went to wait for her in the box. He was about to leave the detective stopped him and asked to him to accompanying him to management. The woman wished as man answered that they would offer him a job. Peter replied that is not funny, that he did and took her to manage it. The man answered the her to empty her barns, and so the tea package. The girl replied that she that already painting for it another supermarket in France, for I only take that a price was France to compare the price. Peter found himself very sorry for the confusions. The girl left the supermarket and entered a summer old vehicle in which the old man was who, while talking advantage of the confusion and stolen various items for the store. The first story is titled The Restaurant. Cliff, only on the flower garden, and the small otter by the scene lived which her 14 years old daughter Karen. In the summer they have a larger clientele, but and the winners quitted the country. So this clay I wanted to make her hotel famous for having cleaned a new room. Cliff was a good cook, but he did not lead hard work and daughter cooking most her time. He had almost no time to go on which with his friend and to his worker. She wanted to leave the hotel, but before I have to finish primary school. Saturday morning and Grace restaurant critic arrived. His was the perfect opportunity to arrange the restaurant. Great time, a well-dressed man with a large camera on the restaurant. Click to Karen to create a array. I will type his order and decided yourself to cooking sometime later. Another dinner arrived. His was a woman. This was a whole woman with gray hairs and blue eyes, horse pants and a clean plastic bag. She sounds doesn't make her. Cliff did not want to place the woman near the crib, so they placed her to a table near the kitchen, whom she was going to ask for a glass and clean water. She left to attend to the other diner. She offered one of his best winner to the diner, who replied that it would not be very expensive. Cliff told him they had a special discount tonight and offered him half a body on the wing. The diner stands. Peter Cliff went to meet the lady. She mentions that it was Mr. Williams and that she would like a glass of water and something from her menu. No maker that is other me. I just want to enjoy live streaming and is caring for the fruit of the critic. She told him not to strain that the other will hears I but the responsibility said only can hear me. Not realizing that Mr. William has hearing and tune when listening to the word. Telling the clip has two types, and customer friendly and despotic behavior on the kitchen. Passer more diners arrive and clip have the same attribute until the diner said goodbye, told him that the hopes and enjoying the meals and that the hopes to see his soon. Like her dad, I don't think I will return since I was a foreign traveler. Cliff replied, that is no critical who is. At that moment, Mrs. Williams approached thanks for the cook and asked for her to change her. Cliff left unmotivated. Mrs. Williams also commented that she counts as a critic. Cliff replied, I can't be. Mr. Williams answered that his are not always that they seem. Although the food is good, the strength on the employees is not that is with but he cannot approve his restaurant. He realized their mistake. Thanks for listening.